What's going on, my people? My people. Hope everybody's having a awesome Sunday. Um, Let me get a few things set up here while I have a few people coming on in. Godfather, yo, what up, fam? What's going on, guys? I appreciate, man. You're a loyal supporter, man. I really appreciate you coming in and all that good stuff, man. Just let me get a few things set up here before we jump into everything. See if I can't get stuff going on. So, hope everybody's doing good. Like I said, I do have a few things planned to go over today. Just a few nice little analytic pictures for Hedron, and I want to be going over some just some charts like I normally do, and just sit around and shoot the shit with you guys. If you would let me know in the chat if my audio is okay, and if everything's okay so far. I'm testing out a few new things, so just let me know if it sounds up to par and everything. I really appreciate it. And so what y'all's thoughts on the market right now? Stuff's starting to, I think Hedron's finally starting to have, or finding its price stability a little bit here. So it's getting interesting. Dangerous times. Hi, all good on this end. Cool deal. I'm glad it sounds good. Godfather, audio sounds fine. Cool. I want to test playing some music in the background. I don't have my earbuds on right now. But let me try something. If it's too loud, you guys just let me know, and I will turn it off. But I'm gonna try it out and see how it sounds. And if it's too low, let me know and I can turn it up. Like I said, I don't have my earphones right now, so I'm trying to test some stuff out. Just let me know. It should be playing right now. And let me know what you guys think of it. Hedron looking like a great bet. Yeah, 100%. I keep on dollar cost averaging every day. I keep trying to wait for it to go lower, but I just can't get myself to. Because it's exciting, man. I see, I look back on the HEX chart and everything like that, and I see what it's capable of doing. So, I just can't get myself to sit there and wait for lower prices because they may never come. If y'all do hear that music in the background, let me know. And if it's not good, let me know and I'll just turn it off. Or if it's too low, let me know. I'm just trying to test it out with this new streaming stuff to, try to make this stream as well quality as I can for you guys. Because I only want the best for you guys. Yep, gonna be buying some more Hedron when I can. Keep on stacking, son. Music sounds good level. Awesome. I got it set kind of low because I don't want it to be overpowering. I do need to connect my earbuds here soon and try to just try to feel it out. I should be doing some testing, but I figure, what better way to test than live with you guys to get, live feedback. MJB sounds sweet. Appreciate it. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming in here. It's good seeing returning faces and returning names, man. It's awesome. I'm just so glad that you guys, find this content doable and enjoyable, I guess you could say. But please, I'm open to constructive criticism. If you guys want to, anything I can improve on, please let me know. And like I said, I will do my best to make the stream quality as best as I can for you guys, because that's what's most important. Because I'm here trying to make this a long-term thing and want everybody to enjoy it to the best of their ability. Music's good level. Awesome. If anything, while we're on stream, if it something starts acting up, just let me know. Or if y'all want a different taste in music, let me know. I can change that up as well. They got a few. I'm using StreamYard, so they got a few different. Let me see here. They got a few different. They got. It don't really. It's got like rock, night driving, pop, stuff like that, acoustic. So just let me know if y'all want to switch it up. I can do that as well. But and before we get into anything, like I said in the beginning, if y'all are just tuning in, I do have a few things to go over with you guys today. But as usual, if you guys have any ideas or any topics you want to discuss while I am doing my little spiel, then please drop them down in the chat, and we will get that pulled up and get everything going. And one more thing before I go in, I do want to pull this up. And before I pull it up, guys, I just want you to know, this isn't me, requesting it or anything like that. It's just if you guys feel inclined to do so, it's more than welcome. It kind of helps support me a little bit starting out. But right here is a tip address. If you guys feel inclined to send any kind of tips, those are very well appreciated, not mandatory at all. Don't feel inclined to, just, giving it the option, because I'm not able to receive super chats yet because of my stream size or YouTube account size. So, I figured I'd just do this, but I don't want you guys to think any kind of way that I'm out here trying to mooch from the community or anything like that. It's just, if you guys feel inclined to support me, then by all means, it's very much appreciated. All right. Bootney Lee Farnsworth, I hope I said that right. I don't want to butcher your name, but AO, appreciate you coming in here, man. It's good to see a few new faces in here. That's awesome to see. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And Godfather, before we get started, if you see any, I have been noticing in a few of my playbacks and stuff, there's been some crazy guys coming in here in the chat trying to say some stupid stuff. So if you want to use your band hammer at any time, if you feel inclined to do so, please use it wisely. Tips better than super chat, so YouTube doesn't take money. People want to donate to you. Yeah, see, and that's another thing. And I wouldn't, YouTube does their thing, and they do take money out, but I do like kind of sending. I know the ETH fees are kind of rough right now, so and you can send anything to that wallet, whether it be on the BSC chain, Phantom, anything like that. But yeah, I do understand YouTube does take, I think it's like 40%. They take 40%, and that's a pretty hefty fee. So yeah, if you guys feel inclined to do so, like I said, just send any kind of tips you want to this address, and I will put them to good use. I want to start doing things for the community and everything like that. When I do get some profits and stuff, I want to give back as much as I can, and also make the quality of the stream better for you guys. So Hedron is moving, going to be an interesting week. Yeah, so on that note, this is a pretty good segue to jump into, looking at some charts. And like I said, if you guys got anything you want to cover, just drop them down in the chat. And on this channel, I'm not a Maxi channel. I'll look at any project on any chain because I want to learn as much as I can about crypto. I'm not just weighted to one project. I support what I invest in is mainly Richard Heart ecosystem projects, but I'm open-minded to look at anything you guys want to look at, because that's what I'm here for. And I want to give you my insights on the projects that you guys are interested in. So we can, it's better for everybody. So let's go ahead and jump on in to some charts here. And guys, before one more thing before I share this screen, my TA isn't top notch. Like I said, I've only been in crypto for a little over a year. So this is a learning experience with you guys. And I just share my experience on the charts to what I see is going on and how I do my investing. So just a little disclaimer there before we jump into stuff. All right. So let's pull up the old trusty dusty HEX chart. I think your stream is great. It's why I'm here, still learning here, very new. Well, got dangerous times. I'm glad you're here. It's a learning curve together. We'll conquer this thing together and come out on the other end, wealthier individuals. Hold on one second, guys. My wife is blowing my phone up. Okay. So let me get rid of this. Pull up my chart here. All right. So if we look at the HEX chart here, you can still see, I've been talking about this fallen wedge pattern for a little over a week now, and you can see, it came right up to it, kissed off of it, and came back down, and it's trying to come up to it and test it again. Let's go over to the 4 hour. We can see it a little bit better here. So HEX is trying to pump as we speak right now. It's up almost 1% right now. And guys, I really think on this test, if we don't break through it on this test, I think we might, if we can't break through it this time, we might drop back down here to this bottom line, support line. But in my opinion, the more times you test resistance, the more likely you are to bust through. And with these falling wedge patterns, it's a bullish pattern. It's a very bullish pattern. And, if we take a little measured move from this pattern here, let's see. If we break out in the next, day or two, the measured move is going to be right up here above the golden pocket zone at about 27 cents. So that would be a nice, breakout move and some pretty good profits right there. And like I said, don't expect it to, if we do break out, don't expect it to just boom, just rocket right up there, because that's not how this works. You can see all these areas of resistance on the way up, and especially the golden pocket level here at about 25 cent or 26 cent. That's going to be some pretty heavy resistance. But the measured move from this falling wedge is about 26 cents. So that's going to be, a pretty sweet move and pretty bullish in my opinion. And with the times that we're in right now, it's about time for HEX to make a move, because everybody's starting to accumulate their bags for the PulseChain fork and the PulseChain launch. Because like I said, I can't say this enough, you're going to get double of every coin, ERC20 coin that you have you're going to have on the PulseChain side. So you're going to see people start accumulating HEX and their favorite ERC20s, and therefore is going to lead to price appreciation. So, times are exciting. HEX chart's got some very beautiful structure on it, and it's trying to come up and test this top resistance line again, and hopefully we will break out of it and start moving our way back up, and get everybody in good spirits again and everything like that. Because I hate the sentiment in crypto when charts are going down, even though that's when the money is made, guys. The money is made in the bear market, and it's so crazy. I can see it even with my YouTube channel. Your views and stuff start going down as the prices go down. And I don't understand why people, when the prices start going down, people jump out and say, fuck it. And then they come back in when the prices are peaking up again. They're missing all the gains in between there. And, I can't emphasize that enough, that the money is, hell, I'm new here and I understand this. The money is made in the bear market. It's just like Richard Hart and everybody says, time in the market beats timing the market. And that's the best little cliche quote that I've ever heard, because it's so true. Because when I first got into crypto, I was in here messing around trying to jump in and out of all these shit coins that I thought were gonna moonshot, and I just ended up getting wrecked. So I'm very glad and blessed that I found Richard Hart and the ecosystem when I did, because there's no telling what rabbit hole I'd be down right now. All right, before I move on to Hedron, I want to go back over to the chat here. Dangerous times, I think. Oh, we done seen that. Elmo, if we get news of Testnet 2.5, I think we will see a breakout. RH mentioned possibly this week. Yeah, so, and if you guys watched K4K's stream last night, he was kind of talking about the 2B testnet coming out, and it's going to be very interesting, because we're going to be able to play around with PulseX and try to test out the yield farming and stuff like that and see how everything works. And like you just said in this comment here, when 2.5 does come out, it's going to be a very bullish time for HEX and in the ecosystem in general, which Hedron as well. And I got some pretty cool stats I'm going to show you guys on Hedron in a moment, but I think that's what they're waiting on. As soon as we hear about the 2.5 or as soon as it's released, I think we're going to see a substantial price movement in HEX. Spoke with a buddy about liquid loans, but he was hesitant because it involves USDL. He thinks government could put the hammer to USDL, but not necessarily. In my opinion, see, the government's going to be able to affect the USDC and USDT more than it's going to be able to affect USDL, because USDL is going to be an algorithmic stablecoin, and USDC and USDT are centralized entities. they are a company basically, and they are backed by real world assets, whereas USDL is going to be backed by Pulse, which is on it's going to be pegged to PulseChain. It's not going to be pegged to a US dollar. So it's going to be pegged to a dollar's worth of Pulse instead of fiat. And like I said, it's going to be an algorithmic stablecoin, and it's not USDC and USDT are actual fiat, and they are companies, and they're a centralized entity with people that run them, and they have admin keys that can shut down anything at any time. So that's my take. Still do a little bit more research if you don't understand it quite, but that's my interpretation, and I'm a lot more comfortable with algorithmic stablecoins being pegged to another crypto than I am something being pegged to the dirty fiat dollars. How could they? Yeah, exactly. Good comment, Godfather. You're exactly right. Do you think Hedron will rise with HEX pumps now? Any correlation? Apologies for jumping the gun if you're coming to that topic. No, you're not jumping the gun, man. Any question you have, pop it in anytime. But I can't really comment on this yet, because Hedron hadn't really been out long enough to see if it's correlated or not, because right now you could say it's not correlated because Hedron's just been pumping like mad, and with all the free claims and stuff coming out, I don't really think there's going to be much correlation between Hedron and HEX. Maybe in the long term there could be, but as in short term, midterm, no, I don't think there's any correlation as of yet. Did the liquid loan guys invent? Yeah, it's a smart contract. If you're familiar with the project Liquidity on Ethereum, they have the stable coin called LUSD, and it's just their protocol's stable coin basically. So it's basically just a smart contract within. It's a token on the smart contract within the liquid loans protocol. But good questions. I do have a interview on my channel with Jesse from Liquid Loans, and he goes over a little bit about this stuff because people were in the chat with some pretty good questions. So if you and there's other videos on YouTube in this ecosystem with guys that did a much better interview than I did. So there's plenty out there to learn from if you want to find it. I see. Didn't realize USDL is that new. Thanks, God and Hines. Yeah, man. Anytime. That's what we're here for. If you're hesitant on anything, just ask. And, there's no stupid questions in crypto. The only stupid question is not asking a question. So, yeah, and USDL, it's not even out yet. It hasn't even hit the market yet. So it's really new. It's just like PulseChain and PulseX. It's still in the making. Yes, USDL will be minted every time someone takes a loan, locking up their Pulse with a smart contract. Exactly. See, the reason what makes USDL backed is the people that come into the liquid loans protocol and take out loans against their Pulse. The Pulse that they lock up is essentially the backing for the USDL stablecoin. So therefore, it's just in an algorithm, just staying pegged to however much collateral is put up for loans within liquid loans. So yeah, thanks Godfather helping me out here. Yep, that's what I found. The dumb question is not asking. It's still early for a lot of it. Yeah, man. And the thing about crypto, man, we never stop learning. There's so much new innovation coming out all the time, and there's always something new to be learning to be learned. So, hell, there's no dumb questions. The only dumb question is not asking. Have you heard of Maximus DAO? It's a smart contract which creates a pool of HEX which is staked the max time. No, I haven't, and I don't really want to comment on it because I don't know much about it. But it is something that I would look into. I appreciate you putting it in there. I will make a note of that and look into it. And that's why I like you guys coming in here, because it gives me stuff to start looking at. and learn more about. And then next stream I can bring it to you guys with my opinion on it. So thank you. I'm not against any coin. If y'all have a coin, unless it's just straight up bullshit meme coin, don't put that in the chat, because Godfather will ban your ass, or just put you in timeout or delete it or whatever, because I don't want anybody scamming my community or anything. So, but if it's a genuine, legit project, I'm open to look at it by any means. Nope, never heard of it. Carl Greenwood, hi from London. Hey man, good to see you. Damn, I'm not sure what time it would be over there in London, but I'm glad to see you in the chat. Hope you're enjoying the content. I'm still new here, so I'm trying to provide as much value to you guys as I can. But thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Godfather, yes sir. That's the pimp hand. Y'all watch out in the chat. Godfather's got his pimp hand out. He's ready to go. Dangerous times. Good to hear. Good to hear. Yes sir. Oh yeah, that's pretty late. Pretty late. All right. Oh, one more comment. I know how Metamask connects to whatever site is up on your Chrome. So how will we see our PHEX stakes and stake new PHEX stakes? Confused how PHEX will specifically connect. So it's just going to be a different network, and there's going to be a different front end. Like go.hex.com is where you go and stake on the ETH. It's going to be the same website on PulseChain. It's just going to in your MetaMask, you're going to change the network to PulseChain, the PulseChain mainnet. That's all you're doing. It's just switching the setting, and then go.hex.com, where you go to stake, that will be a front end on the PulseChain mainnet as well. Yeah, Godfather right here. Thanks for answering. Just switch the setting over to the Pulse network from Ethereum. That's exactly right. Hold on, guys. I'll see if I can't show you real quick. Yeah, so let me see if I can show you here. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna stop sharing that. I'm gonna pull this up, share screen, entire screen. And this might blind you guys for a minute, so I'm sorry. All right, but you can see up here where my little MetaMask is. You're gonna click that. And this is how to switch the networks. You're gonna click that, then you're gonna go up here to where it says Ethereum mainnet. You're going to click that, and it's going to drop down. And when the Pulse chain launches, they're going to be specific a URL that you can post in here where it says add network. You're going to add the Pulse chain mainnet, and then it'll pop up here, and you just click the different networks, and it switches you, and you'll see all your coins on the Pulse chain side as well. Hold on, let me get my window back up here. Uh-oh. Thanks, guys. Hope that answered your question. Like I said, I don't want you guys to be confused. It's very important that you understand that, because, a lot of people don't. A lot of people are still new, and it's a lot to take in, man. You're not the only one that's confused about that stuff. It took everybody, I'm sure, a while to learn how everything worked. Yep. Okay. So. All right, let's jump on over to the Hedron chart, because I know everybody wants to look at Hedron here. All right, so you can see, let me make sure everything's pulled. Okay, everything's good. So you can see Hedron, and the thing here, I think it might be trying to form a little bull flag here, but it had its major pump. And when you see a major pump like this, and it's not followed by a hard correction, which is still possible that it could correct pretty hard, but when you see a good pump like this, and it stabilizes basically like this, that's a very good sign. It's basically finding, it was in price discovery, and ever since that it broke this all-time or the launch high, it's been trying to find price discovery, and it's stabilizing. in between, 64,000 and 51,000. And so this could be a very strong base for the price in the future. Like I said, it's really still really early, and anything's can happen with coins like this. It's only been out a couple of weeks, but it's very bullish to see the price stabilize like it has, because you can see in a lot of the pump and dump coins, it'll pump really hard, and then it'll just fall even harder. It'll fall hard, and then it won't find any stability. So with Hedron here, it's just a beautiful chart, man. It's a beautiful chart, and it does kind of remind me of the HEX chart, the way it's taken off. And guys, I really think we could see a substantial amount of gains off of Hedron in the future. Like I said in the past live streams, anything's possible, and it's just going to take time, because you're going to have for the first 100 days at least, you're going to have all the free claims coming out where everybody's claiming their bonuses, and you're going to have loans taken out. But the most bullish thing about Hedron is when you interact with their protocol, whether it be paying loans back or getting loans, and if somebody defaults on those loans, the stakes get auctioned off, and people that are in the auction bidding on those defaulted stakes have to pay in Hedron, and all the Hedron that is paid to the protocol is burned. So over time, this is just going to be constantly burned, and that's not really going to take effect until a little while, until people actually, at least 90 days, until people start defaulting on their stakes. If they do, hopefully there's never any defaults, but it's crypto. Some people don't, play by the rules, and they get wrecked. So some people learn the hard way. But everything that's contributed to the Hedron protocol, they have to pay in Hedron, and all that Hedron gets burned. So it's really cool, man. It's really bullish for the future. And, I really did not think Hedron was going to come out of the gate like it has right here. I thought it was just going to, possibly bleed out for the first 100 days while everybody was claiming their free stake or free coins. I would have never guessed that it would have done, an 8 to 10x from the bottom right when it launched. So that just goes to show you anything in crypto here is possible. And, just make sure you have your bags packed in the coins that you love, because when they take off, they don't wait for you. I mean, you've seen how fast that happened. It did an 8x in like 4 days. So, when the pumps happen, they happen. And, when it's going sideways and going down, that feels like forever. But when the pumps come, they really come. So just, DCA into your favorite projects, guys. Hold them. And then, holders never lose. Just don't jump in and out of projects. Don't get down on yourself. Just buy it, stick it in your wallet, and just relax, man. Relax. Just start learning about other things. Go build something out in the community. Go help the community. And before you know it, your money's going to grow substantially. Yes, let's check out Hedron. I wish I would have bought in on day 4 when I was looking at getting some. Yeah, see, I don't know if you were watching my stream, but I was talking about DCAing in down there. And luckily enough, I've never been that lucky in my life. But I literally bought in. It was like right before this candle right here. I started DCAing in because, like I said, I thought it was going to start bleeding out. And I put in, I think it was like a couple $100 at the first time I DCA'd into it. It was a couple $100. And then all of a sudden it started coming up to here. And I put in, I think it was like $200 more, and then bam, that thing just popped off. I wasn't putting a substantial amount of money into this thing at first, because it could have, just dropped even further. So the stack I was willing to DCA into it. I was just putting it in little at a time. And then when it popped off, I just took some profits. So hopefully when it dropped back down, I could put more into it. But from the looks of it, guys, it's finding a good price base, and it don't look like it's coming back down to this trend line anytime soon. It could, but it's just looking too good right now. It's got too much, buy pressure, and but there is a pretty good sell wall at about 79,000 and a little bit below at 76,000. There's a pretty good sell wall right there. So I really think it's going to try to ride this trend line right here for, the next few days, maybe a week or so. But got in a few laters, rookie mistake, DCA all the time. Yeah, you can never go wrong with DCA. DCA is the definitely the way to go for sure. Chris B. Bacon watching DE. I'm not sure what that means. Watching DE. Somebody wants to let me know. I'm not hip to the lingo, I guess. I went full rookie and ended the stake and forgot to mint my free Hedron that I claimed. Oh man, that's the worst. That's the worst. Well, now you know you won't do it again in the future. It sucks to hear that, but mistakes happen, man. That's what happens. Watching from Australia. Thanks for your content. Hey man, thank you for coming. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. And watching from Australia, that's awesome. Australia is a place I do want to visit one day. It's been on my bucket list for a while now. I live in North Carolina from in the U.S., so getting out of here is definitely on my list of things to do for sure. I lived out west for a little while as well. I lived in Arizona, kind of near Las Vegas for a while, and but I was born and raised here on the East Coast. Nice to have you here, Chris. Yeah, welcome. Always good to see new faces in the chat. All right. Let's see if there's anything. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull this up. This is kind of cool. I was looking at it earlier. This is a Hedron pre-launch, before Hedron, the HEX stakes that were going on, and then once Hedron launched, this is what's happened. And there's been 5.3 million HEX staked average per day since Hedron has launched. And if this isn't bullish for a project, guys, I don't know what is. If Hedron, I think now that they kind of see what it's all about, at first everybody was a little skeptical because, people have basically preyed on HEX holders for a long time, and everybody, has their guard up before they really understand the project, which is fully understandable. But you can't argue with these numbers. These numbers are incredible, and the thing about it is these are all 555 stakes. So, Hedron definitely incentivizes people to lock up for the max term because they're not really locked in for the whole max term. So if, life does show up, an emergency happens, you could, more than likely sell it on an NFT platform, which is very bullish in my opinion, because like I said, it takes away the only negative is, when people do emergency in stake, it gives bonuses to the community that is staked. That's really the only negative that I can see, because other than that, it takes off emergency in stake selling pressure of HEX, because you can just sell the stake to somebody else in an NFT version, and then so you're not selling the HEX, and it's just enriching the pockets of somebody else that wants to fulfill that 15-year stake. So it's very bullish in my opinion, guys. Very bullish. Very, very bullish. Thank you, loving the HEX and Pulse community. It's one of the best in the business, man. One of the best in the space, 100%. Because I don't know if you know much about my story, but when I first got into crypto, I was not involved in HEX or PulseChain at all. I was going down the dirty rabbit holes of all the shit coins and BitBoy's channel. But luckily, BitBoy's channel is how I found out about HEX on Around the Blockchain. I was introduced to Richard Hart through Around the Blockchain, and at first I was like, who the hell is this guy? Just putting everybody in their place. And so I started digging into him a little bit, watching a lot of his streams, watching his interviews with like Peter McCormick and stuff like that, and just fell in love with him, man, because all he does is just spit the truth. And people gotta understand how to take people like that. Yes, he's flashy, but the dude has a big heart, man, and he just wants what's best for the world. And some people just can't see past his flashiness, which is a shame, because if you do see past all the flashiness and stuff like that, you find an awesome guy that really means well and wants the best for everybody. Yes, it's a great one, 100%. So when you say taking profits, what sort of percentages would you take and when? I'll go over the chart here in a second and show you exactly what I did, and we'll go from there. Bro, so glad to finally catch you live. Hey, I'm glad to see you in here, man. It's awesome that you were able to make it. Like I'm gonna try to start doing these live streams every weekend, so hopefully you can catch them more often. I don't know what time zone you're in. Let me know, and I'll try to fit the time that I stream around your. Try to work with you guys as much as I can. I figure midday is the easiest for anybody to kind of jump in if they want to and whatnot. But going back to Carl Greenwood, let me pull up the chart here and I'll show you kind of what I did. And with my HEX and stuff like that, now I'm not taking profits on that. I'm just holding it long term and stuff like that. But with Hedron, it was so new that I just had to, because it could have it can dump and pump at any time. So let me show you what I was talking about here. Let me take this off the screen so you can see better. So all right, so let's zoom in here a little bit. All right, so I got in at about right here, right? So let's take a measured move, and I took profits at this green line right here. So, and what I did at that green line, so I came up here, that was almost a 2x. So I took my initial investment out at about a 2x. Now, I always recommend, like, if you're in a new project like this, always just be alert and take your initial investment out on new projects like this. Now, when it comes to Pulse and HEX and stuff like that, you can just stake it and not worry about it, but with this token, you can't really stake it and earn any interest and stuff, or yield. Sorry, the interest word is kind of ugly in the space right now. So the yield. So what I did, after about a 2x, I took out my initial investment, right? And then the whole rest of this run was just house money. And then after that, so after this, I had double of what I put in, almost triple. And from here, I took profits again when it came up. I think it was about right here. So it did almost another 100%. And then I just took a little bit out. And what I'm doing is just keeping that in USDC. And as it starts coming down here with these little dips, I'll have my limit orders set. Like I had a limit order set at this prior high here. And so it sucked up that limit order. And I just started keep building your position as it goes on. Just like I said, with new coins like this, always take your initial investment out when you can, after you see some pretty good gains. And that way, if you like the project, when it does have these big pullbacks like this, make sure you have your limit orders set to where it's going to strike it as soon as it hits that price. And that's how I really go about it. So really, when you put your first initial in, take profits when you can get that initial out and still have a good amount of capital in the project, to where if it goes up, you're still not going to be, you're still going to have some skin in the game. So I always wait at least for like a 2x before I kind of take any profits on anything. Do you have a video showing how to do limit orders? No, but that's a great idea. And I can definitely create one for you guys if you want to. I use matcha.xyz and 1inch. So yeah, that's definitely a good idea. I can create a video for you guys doing that if you would like. For sure, 100%. But you do have to have both USDC and Ethereum to do it on matcha.xyz. That would be great. Awesome. Yeah, I will make a video for that for you guys. I would do it live, but I don't have everything set up, and I don't have my ledger connected because I don't really use Metamask anymore. After I seen everybody getting hacked and stuff like that, like I'll have Metamask for the front end, right? But then I just connect my ledger to it and use it as a front end because, you know, it's getting crazy out here, and I've been hearing the hacks more and more often, and it's just scary, guys. You know, nobody wants their damn money taken. Nobody. Please, I know nothing about it. Yeah, for sure. I will make that. I might make that today when I get off of this. I'll try to, if not today, you know, definitely tomorrow. Let's see. I'm trying to think of my work week, because I still do work a 9 to 5, guys. I'm no retired Hexican yet, so hopefully I'll be a retired Pulsican. that's the plan. But yeah, I'll definitely get that video out here for you guys within the next couple of days. And which platform would y'all rather it be on? Would you rather? I prefer 1inch, but if you guys have a preferred platform, just let me know and I'll do it. I'll show you guys on that platform. Looking forward to that. Yeah, cool. See, this is what I like, man. I'm glad you guys are giving me video ideas, because I have been slacking on the videos here recently. Because I've just been running. I mean, there's not really been much to talk about. You know, I'm so excited for Pulse and PulseX to come out and you know, give me some content ideas. But, you know, I always like going live because, you know, you can interact with the chat and stuff like that. So, but yeah, if you guys have a preferred platform, just let me know. Any thoughts here on the current PowerCity Sac and Internet Money Sac starting tonight? Yeah, I went over this a little bit yesterday about PowerCity. I did do a little bit. I did sack a little bit for PowerCity, but it's like I told everybody yesterday. You know, I'm a little weary about it still, because they just seem too ambitious. They have a lot going on. You know, they're not focused on one thing, and they say they have a big team, which, you know, I can't neither confirm or deny that, which they very well could have. But they just seem to have too much going on. Their main focus ain't on one thing, which, you know, I like projects that I invest in. I like to, you know, kind of see that their focus is on one thing, making it the best that they can. So in my opinion, they just have a lot going on, which I wish them the best of luck, because what they say they were working on is very, very awesome and would be a great thing for the community, like having the bridge from Avalanche and Phantom, which would knock the Ethereum fees out, so you could just bridge over to AVAX or Phantom and use that as an on and off ramp for fiat. You know, they got Pixel Park, which is their NFT marketplace. But I kind of like Mintra's idea better with the marketplace. But some of the stuff that, you know, PowerCity's Pixel Park NFT marketplace has, they've got some cool concepts that they're talking about. So I really hope that they can deliver on what they are promising. But I didn't make a huge sack for them, though. Not at all. An A to Z of crypto slang. What exactly do you mean? Elaborate on that a little bit, please. They do have a lot going on. I almost sacrificed, but pulled back. Yeah, I mean, I've heard of a lot of people doing it, and I think they're over. Let's look real quick. Let's pull it up real fast. I know last night that they did they spun the wheel and gave everybody their bonuses because they hit the milestone. I think it was like 750K. Yeah, see, they're almost at $1 million now, sacrificed, with only 933 wallets. So, I mean, there definitely is some interest in this project. You know, like I said, I did sacrifice for them, but I only sacrificed, I think it was like a couple $100, you know, or it wasn't much at all. Just to have some skin in the game, because I do like what they're talking about, and if they can deliver on the stuff that they are talking about, it's gonna be pretty interesting. But my main thing that I'm interested in is the bridges back and forth to AVAX and Phantom, because there's some pretty good fiat on and off ramps within those projects. Oops. You mean a video? Oh, here it goes. So like a video explaining all the meaning of crypto words, and I mean that's a very, very broad subject. There's a lot of meanings and terms. If you can give me like a group of things that you're not sure about, I'll start there, and then you can just keep giving me, because that. I mean, I could make a video for 2 days long going over all the crypto slang and stuff like that. So if you could be a little bit more specific on what area you're talking about, then I'll be glad to go over what you're talking about. Yeah, video maybe. LOL. Yeah. Just like I said, just if you could be a little bit more specific with like what terms you're confused about and stuff. I'll go over them now if you want. But it's a very broad subject of crypto terms and slang. Because hell, I mean, there's even some that I still don't know about. I mean, I know the majority, but there's still a lot that I, have to learn here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Fire up a ciggy. All right, so let's jump into. Oh, there we go. It's all good. I learned recently about. Oh, you're talking about like HODL and how it came about and what it means. Yeah, just hold on for dear life. But yeah, I mean, there's all kind of slangs and terms and stuff like that, like FOMO, which is fear of missing out. There's a lot. But if I just if I ever say anything that you don't understand, just let me know and I'll describe it and tell you what it means and stuff like that. Because sometimes I forget, guys. Sometimes I forget. That some people still don't understand some of the slang, and so it's good to see in the chat that people are slowing me down and just reminding me that there is people new. There still is new people, and I kind of get moving too fast sometimes. So yeah, just keep me in check, and we'll describe everything to you as you need to. Thanks. You are welcome. All right, so there's a few things that I still have here to go over with you guys, and this here, it's pretty interesting here. Oh, hold on, let me make sure I got everything. Okay, yeah. So this is pretty cool. This is the Hedron daily stats. 100-day launch phase bonus as of March 12th. Transfers 17,177, and that's up 13%. Bonus claims, there's been 5,653. Stakes minted 6,787. Total wallets 13,747. That's up 10%. So this project's just getting more and more adoption every day. HSI is created, which is a HEX stake instance, which is HEX stakes within the Hedron platform, and that's up 22% to 238. And Telegram members 5,825. So guys, I mean, this project's just growing day in and day out. So it's very bullish. To see these numbers still in the plus, a pretty heavy percentage, is just good to see, man. It's good, healthy project. People are getting behind it, and that's good. It's awesome. It's good to see for sure. Me too. My memory is not great. Yeah, we all struggle, especially with my past, man. When I was a drug addict, man. I think I fried too many brain cells. Any idea how to send Hedron out of your Gnosis safe via Staker app free claim? Ooh, it's a good question. Right off the top of my head, I couldn't. I could probably dive into that off stream, because that's something I'm definitely going to have to learn, because I do have some within my Staker app. And honestly, I just discovered the Gnosis safe when David Feeder did his live stream, showing everybody how to go into Gnosis safe and stuff like that. So, I'm still learning about the Staker app pre-claims and stuff like that. Good question. It's a very good question. I'm gonna write that down so I can go over that off stream. Cool. And Marcavelli, good to see you in here, man. Glad you were able to make it this time. I'm 69 days dry today. Awesome, man. Awesome. Every day is a miracle when you're good at it, or not when you're good at it. Every day is a miracle when you're clean, for sure. I'm just a little over 3 years sober today off of heroin. I was on heroin for almost 8 years. I was an IV user, shooting it up, overdosed a couple of times. So every day is definitely a blessing when I wake up clean, for sure. Only been in crypto 6 months, seen a lot of negativity, but I feel blessed to get in when I did. Yeah, man, if you're in right now and if you have done sacrifices for PulseX, or not Hedron, Liquid Loans, you're early. You're day one, son. You're day one. So, you know, we're early here. And I'm sure since you've only been in 6 months, you probably missed the PulseChain sacrifice, which is okay. When this thing launches, you know, just wait for them dips and DCA, man. DCA, we're early. Everything's gonna dip. Just build them bags when you can. You are blessed you have got in when you did, because this is the prime time to get in. Prime freaking time. So I'm glad you got in here when you did, and I'm glad you found this community. You know, this is the best community to start out in, because definitely when I first got into crypto, I was not into HEX, and I just had a terrible experience. So glad you're here, man. Really am. I'm attempting it. Just had 2 failed transactions. Sad face. Yeah, if you do figure it out, please DM me and let me know, because that's something I am very interested in. I just haven't had the time to really try it, but that would be some good knowledge to know. Roof Dog, amen. Yes, sir. Still waiting for a new bank account so I can set my staker app up. My old bank stops digital. God, that's so aggravating. When I first started getting into crypto, you know, I had I think it was Bank of America. I had Bank of America, man, and every time that I would try to do like a transaction to send money to Coinbase or anything like that, they would lock my account. So I had to call them. I had to literally call them every time that I transferred money to Coinbase. They were like, yeah, it's just security precautions because it's a digital cryptocurrency. I mean, it's my money. I should not have to call you every single time. Like, you see these transactions over and over and over again. Stop fucking blocking them, guys, please. So yeah, that's so aggravating. Every time I get paid from work now, I just send all my money into my Coinbase, man, and I got that Coinbase debit card, and you know, it's just so much easier. Because you can pay bills with the Coinbase card, and you also earn points for using the card, so it's pretty cool. Wow, good for you. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. It ain't been easy, but it's definitely been worth it. 100%. Yes, sir. I did. Well, good deal, man. Like, you're in a good position. Just make sure when that thing launches, you do not hit that sell button. Just hold on for dear life, stake your coins, earn that yield, and just sit back and watch your bags grow, man. It's the best feeling ever. What are you thinking would be a fair swap? I've been asked this a couple of times, and I'm personally not doing anything over a 2-for-1. I really don't even want to do a 2-for-1. I'd rather it be 1-to-1, but I know it's not going to be. It's going to be up to whoever provides the liquidity pair. But honestly, what I'm going to do is probably swap some of my PHEX for PLS when it launches, depending on the ratios. Like I said, it's going to be a very wild time because nobody really knows what's going to happen. But it's going to be interesting. But like I said, a fair swap, I don't really know what a fair swap would be because nothing has value yet. You know, all you know is the ratios. And 2-for-1, 1-for-1 would probably be the max I would even consider doing. It's frustrating as hell. It is, man. The government and the banking system is it's terrible. What's the Coinbase debit card? Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Don't y'all go anywhere. So what it is, if you have a Coinbase account, you can set up for the Coinbase debit card. It's like this. And it's basically just a regular old debit card. And they send it to you, and you can have USDC in your Coinbase account, in your pay account on this debit card, and you can just use it like a regular debit card, and you get a % of rewards every time you use it. You can get it in either like Ethereum or Bitcoin and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's a really cool debit card. And like I said, that's what I use 90% of the time. Coinbase makes me wait forever. Yeah, it's a struggle as well, but we got to work with what we got right now. 1 for 1, yeah, that's definitely going to be your best gig there. You use Venmo credit card, earn cash back, and week advances, knowing when to pay it off. I did use Venmo for a while, but then ever since I started getting my Coinbase card, I just use it. It's just a little bit easier for me to use. Gotta run. Thanks for the content and answering. See you on the next one. Cheers. Hey man, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate your support and appreciate you here in the chat asking some great questions. I will see you next time. I think don't swap PLSX for PLS is a good idea. 100%. I don't want to sell any of my PLSX or PLS bags, for anything else. That's going to be the gold mine. If anything, I'm going to, maybe swap some of my HEX for HEX or for PulseChain. I don't know if I'm going to sell any of my PLSX at all. I'm building up my HEX. Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's it's the best, in my eyes, in my opinion, that's the best thing to do. I use Venmo credit card. Yeah, it works pretty good as well. I do like using Venmo, or I did, like I said, before I started using Coinbase. 69 days, well done. Now living life on life's terms. It's the greatest challenge. It is the greatest challenge, man, but it's definitely so worth it. Before I got clean, I didn't have family on my side. All my family had restraining orders on me. Everybody hated me. I was always locked up. It was definitely not a way to live. And, now I got people telling me they want me around, so it's awesome. It's awesome. And these 3 years have flown by, man. Once because when you're out there in active addiction, it's just a daily grind, always trying to hustle, always wondering where you're going to get your next fix and stuff like that. So it's so mentally draining. And when you're clean, man, life is just worth living. It's definitely worth living. I'm going to swap a little PLSX for Pulse. Yeah, and this is one reason why I think PLSX is going to be on a massive, beautiful discount when it launches, because there's a lot of people with your same idea. They're going to be swapping PLSX for PLS, and I think there's going to be a very tasty dip for PulseX at the beginning. So I'm going to be definitely there at the bottom waiting for y'all to, or not y'all, but waiting for everybody to push the PLSX price down, because I'm going to be buying a shit ton of it. I'll swap PLSX for PLS2, but don't want to get smoked. That's the thing. That's the only thing, guys. That's the only thing. You don't know what to expect. That's why I'm not touching either my PLSX or PLS. I'm just going to use other tokens, because I definitely don't want to be, I want to be one holding a little bit of everything, for sure. And I know that's why you guys are, swapping some, because you guys want to hold, you missed the PLS sacrifice. So, it's definitely a good idea to be diversified in the Richard Hart project, 100%. No shit, nice to know. Yes, sir. Watching K4K makes me not want to get rid of it. Yeah, exactly. At first, when I first sacrificed for PLSX, I was gonna swap the PulseX for PulseChain, but then after watching K4K and him actually going into detail as much as he did, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing all that. Thank you. Yes, we have the same story, mate, and we are the evidence of recovery. Yes, sir, man. I love seeing other recovering addicts in this ecosystem, because crypto is able to change our lives for the better and actually give us an opportunity that we never thought we could have, which is just awesome. It's awesome. And if I ever do make life-changing money, I'm definitely going to be giving back to the community of where I came from. I'm never going to forget where I come from, the past drug addiction and stuff like that. I'm going to, try to start up my own thing, helping recovering addicts and active addiction addicts. And because right now, man, there are places out there to help them, but they're not genuine. They're really not genuine. And, that's all it takes sometimes for somebody, is just someone to be genuine to them. And, that's all it takes sometimes, just to pull somebody out of it. So that's definitely what I want to be doing if I ever make any substantial gains. Thanks, Bella. You're welcome. When we make life-changing money. Yes, you and me both, bro, looking to get that discount because the future is bright. The future's too bright. That's why I'm wearing these glasses, homie. Future's way too bright. I'll be sharing the majority of my wealth. Yeah, I mean, what's the purpose of just hogging it all to yourself? Why not touch a few lives in the process of making yours great as well? That's how I view it, and that's just what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm here for, is to be a shining light to whoever needs it. Anybody that's been in the position that I've been in the past, being homeless. I was homeless for a while as well. That's definitely not a place to be. So that's my vision and my dream. Really why I'm in crypto and why I do want to make money, just to give back to people that's in a hard place, because it's very, very hard to dig yourself out of active addiction without any support. I'm one of the rare cases that kind of clawed my way out. Well, honestly, I just got into some trouble and got locked up for a while, and that gave me a little while to clear my mind. And when I got out, I just put two legs to the ground and just started working and digging and learned about crypto. And very glad I got in this community when I did, because they've been a substantial help for me staying clean. Basically just providing me, giving me purpose, out here making content and just doing the best I can for the community. That's all I want to do, and bring as many people into this community as I can, because this is the best community in crypto, 100%. I've worked in those places. You're right, brother. Be genuine, 100%, man. People, if you got people in these places that have just went to school for like mental health or substance abuse and stuff like that, and that's cool. Don't get me wrong, that's cool. But people like me, like when you are in active addiction, you can't relate to somebody that's just learned it in school. The people that I really related to and really got close to was the people that's been there. They shared their experience, was like, yeah, I was out there, I've overdosed, I've done all this. The people that shared their stories and were actually clean for a certain amount of years, I want to learn from them. I don't want to learn from people that just went to school for it. That's all good and well, but I want the raw experience, that somebody that's been in the trenches and knows what it's like, because that's the inspiration. The people that went to school for it, they ain't never been there. They don't know what eating out of dumpsters feels like. They don't know what restraining orders from your family feels like. So they don't know. They don't know how it feels in here. They just know how it maybe feels in here. So I'm not putting them people down at all. I'm glad they're in the industry and I'm glad they're trying to help. But, we need more people in the industry that's actually, walk the mile in our shoes, if you want to call it like that. You're doing a great job, bro. We need people like you. Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that. 5 years clean. I would love to build a mental health facility and state-of-the-art rehab center. Yeah, dude. I'm 3 years clean right now. And it's just awesome. Maybe me and you can work together on something, man, because that would be, that's really, really my dream to do something like that. And that would be awesome. That would be awesome. 100%. All right, let me see here. I do have this little nifty graph here. I was looking at it on Cointelegraph today, and who knows how, accurate this is, but it's pretty cool. And this just goes to show you guys how early we are. And this is the index value of global cryptocurrency adoption per country. And you can see the yellow means that there's zero adoption, basically. Or if there is any adoption, it's a very small amount, right? And then the darker the colors get, the more adoption there is. So look how many yellow places that are on this world map. 80% of it, 80%, 70% of the world doesn't even participate in crypto yet. So just imagine how much money is going to come into this space when all of these yellow countries start dabbling within crypto, and how much money is going to pour in, and given some of these countries, are very, their poverty level, they're not very wealthy, and which is unfortunate. But crypto could definitely change some of these countries' lives for sure, if they can just get access to them and, start learning about them. Crypto is the future. Crypto is going to what sets people free, and what's really going to get in these, poverty level countries and change their life. So, this little map right here is very, very bullish, very, very bullish when you look at it. Because just half the world doesn't know about crypto yet, or they either know about it and just haven't learned about it and they're not in it, or they don't know about it, period. So it's a very bullish little graph here. I thought I'd like to share that with you guys. Nice, Roof Dog. Yeah, congrats, bro. 5 years clean. That's an awesome milestone to hit. 100%. Bro, yes, I've worked with so many people like you talked about just coming out of college. It's always about connecting with the person and meeting them where they're at. 100%. And that's a big thing people don't know how to do, is meeting somebody where they're at. Because if you meet somebody and you're on this level and they're down here, you're just wasting your time. So yeah, that comment's awesome. Wait, you went from heroin to jail, then got out, got into crypto. Oh boy, you made the right decision. Congrats, man. Glad to have you here. Well done. Bitfinesse, thank you, man. I see you all over the place. I really appreciate you stopping in my stream here. That means a lot. But thank you. Yeah, I went from heroin to jail to, homelessness, living by the railroad tracks, watching trains go by, shooting heroin, overdosing, to finding crypto and spreading the good word to, trying to spread the good word to everybody, and just make this shit viral, man. That's what I'm here to do. Make this shit fucking viral. But thank you, Bitfinesse, for stopping by. I see you in a lot of chats, and it means a lot for you coming in here. Thank you. Bitfinesse, glad to see. Glad he is a Hexican. Thank you guys, man. Right on, Godfather. Couldn't agree more. I appreciate y'all, man. Really do. That really makes it seems that we are early. Yeah, man. If you just look at this graph right here, I mean, half of the freaking world don't even know, or they might know about crypto, but they don't. They're not in it, or they haven't even learned about it or dabbled with it. Just think about it, man. If this other half of the world gets into crypto, this is going to be a huge. This just goes to show you how pre-viral we are. And with that big lawsuit coming out with CoinMarketCap and stuff, could you guys imagine if that website is turned over to a Hexican or somebody that's going to advertise the right stuff? Hex is going to get so much more attention and get the attention that it deserves. And guess what's going to be right up there beside it? We're going to have Hex, PulseChain, PulseX, and the shit that actually matters. Not all this Binance Coin and Cardano and fucking XRP. That stuff's garbage, man. That's the stuff that's getting people wrecked. XRP, all the founders are dumping on all their heads all the time. It's just, it's garbage, man. It's garbage. Marcavelli, you have to increase gas limit to 200,000 to send Hedron out of Gnosis safe. Successful transaction. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to have to definitely do that 100%. Like I said, I've been trying to figure that stuff out, and so I'm glad you've been fiddling with it and figured it out. That's cool. Picked a healthier addiction. Yeah. And that's what my wife always says, man. She's like, yeah, you might be clean right now, but you're straight up addicted to crypto. But, and I keep telling her, years from now, you're going to really be glad that I got addicted to this shit, And I shared a story yesterday. When Hedron first launched, I set her up a wallet with $100 because she was always one that she don't really get crypto. She's like, you've been in crypto and all you've really done is lost money because, ever since I've gotten into crypto, it's just been going down basically. And so she hasn't really got it. And she was like, you're just wasting your time and whatnot. So when Hedron launched, I put her $100 in her own little wallet. And when that shit 8x, it kind of changed her mind a little bit. So thank you, Hedron. Thank you for changing my wife's view on crypto. And that was really, guys, that was my first experience of something, some gains moving that quick. That was my first experience. I was like, holy shit. I finally understand what people are talking about when they say price moves way quicker than you can even imagine. So, yeah, exactly. Nice. Yeah, definitely share. I mean, I know what you're talking about now, so that's very good information to have. HEX.Atom. I'm not sure what that is, boss man. HEX.Atom. Not 100% sure. Well, guys, that's about all I have planned here. Hell, we went over about everything that I have planned. This has been a good live stream, in my opinion. Let's just go over some of the sacrifice totals real quick before I go. And, you can see here, liquid loans, 45 million. There are 7 days left to sacrifice if you haven't sacrificed yet. There's 9,100 wallets involved in the sacrifice, which is pretty bullish in my opinion. And you got your two top sacrifices, which is the Magic Carpet Ride guys and the Godwell, which are definitely two good entities to have in the space. And let's go over here and check out Mintra. And with Mintra, there has been 10 million sacrificed with 2,800 wallets. So definitely see some adoption going on here. 4 days left for the sacrifice phase. The rates are kind of high right now, but if you haven't sacrificed for them, it's always better to have some than not have any when these things come about. So, not financial advice, but, full disclosure, I have sacrificed for Mintra. I've sacrificed a little bit for PowerCity. I've sacrificed for liquid loans and, all the other Richard Hart projects for sure. Let me get rid of that. Woohoo, Hedron for the win with the wife. Yeah, I thank Hedron for that. Sorry, Hex and Atom. Oh, yeah. Atom's a definitely a good project as well. The Magic Carpet Ride Sac has a lot of people part of their Sac group. Yeah, that was kind of interesting how they did that. How they made how they grouped together like that, which makes sense because they're taking advantage of the bigger pays better volume multiplier. So I mean, it makes sense to get more people involved like that to get more bonus. I made a small sack for Mintra yesterday. Decided I didn't want to miss out and like the team. Yeah, I'm glad, and I seen you messaging me yesterday about that, and I'm glad you came and made that decision. Because I mean the team behind Mintra, it's like I said yesterday, I'm betting on the team. The team, with Gerardo and some of the other guys that's a part of it, they've been in this community for a while and they have the best interest at heart for this community. And, I don't really see them, being out here to for a cash grab or anything like that. I can see them actually, doing things well. And, plus for Mintra, you can just get the coins and stake them. You don't have to really buy any NFTs. You don't have to do anything on the platform or anything like that. So anything that I can sacrifice for and I can get those coins and stake them, I'm down. So also, guys, it's like I said earlier, I do have a tip address here. I'm not able to receive super chats yet, so if you guys do feel inclined to share a little love and give a little tip, they're very much appreciated. They're not mandatory by any means, and I don't want you guys to think, oh, he's just out here trying to get money from the community. No. Tips just support the channel, help me try to make this stream more appropriate for you guys, and have you guys enjoy it a little better. So any tips are appreciated. But yeah, I just wanted to have this here for an option, because I know YouTube takes a lot of the money if you do get super chats, and I'm not available for super chats yet because I'm so small. But one big thing, I am almost at 500 subscribers, and I want to thank you guys for that, because this would not be possible without you. And I'm getting super excited. I've grown super fast. I've only been doing this for a couple of months and have seen some pretty good response to the content that I've been doing, and that just means a lot to me. It really does. It lets me know I'm doing something right. And I've even had some projects reaching out to me asking me to do sponsored stuff, and I really don't think I'm going to do that. I just don't feel I can't do it with a clear conscience, shilling stuff to people for somebody else. I can't do that. I did do that one time in the beginning when I first started making Hex content, but then I decided to take that video off my channel. So I deleted that video off the channel, and I'm just not, because after I made that video, I just felt so bad about putting that kind of content out to you guys, because there's no telling what a project could do to you guys that I'm not really familiar with. And so I just said, screw that. I'm not doing that. I just couldn't get myself to do it. Thanks for the stream, bro, and being the realist. I have watched all your streams. Glad to catch this one live. Thank you, man. That really does mean a lot. Sometimes it's good to have that little extra boost of motivation and confidence, and seeing all these awesome comments and encouragement. It's awesome. And to you, man, I really, I respect you. I respect any recovering addict that's conquered active addiction. I mean, that's a very hard thing to do. And just keep on rolling, man. Keep on rolling. We're here for a purpose, and we're here to touch people and change their lives. Thank you, man. Great stream today, brother. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate it. You're always here, always supporting me, always retweeting my tweets, man. I love it. Thank you. It means a lot. Stay consistent. That's the plan, man. I'm trying. Is there any other than, before I leave, I want to get some video ideas from you guys. I know y'all already told me one about the limit orders, which is definitely an awesome idea, because that's some shit I forget about. Like, I'm like, oh, people know how to do limit orders. I don't need to make a video, but that's awesome. That's a great idea. I can definitely show you guys how to do that. So before I get off here, please list some video ideas that I can write down if you guys have anything that you want to see. And I'll do my best to, make a list and knock them out as I can. Dangerous times, Hex stake ladder. Yeah, I plan on doing a video about that, but I want to wait till PulseChain launches, because Hex stake ladders are very expensive right now, and they're not really relevant right now with the Hex fee or the Ethereum fees. So I'm going to do a Hex staking ladder video when PulseChain comes out, for sure, whenever that is. Good for you, man. Congratulations. Thank you. You already got sponsors, brother. Hexicans. Yeah, I can't ask for any better sponsors than that. I really can't. So, that's another reason why I'm not going to take any more sponsored videos, because I can't have that on my conscience if somebody does decide to rug. And even if I did do my research on the project, shit happens, and I am not trying to have my community lose any type of money. MJB, you the man. Thank you, sir. You the man as well. HEX staking ladder. Yeah, like I said, I hope y'all don't mind waiting until PulseChain launches, because I do see a lot of community members saying that they're going to wait to do ladders when PulseChain launches, because man, it's just expensive. And if you got a stake coming out every month, you're getting ate up with the fees, and sometimes you're not even breaking even. So I will make a video about staking ladders when PulseChain launches. I'm waiting to make my ladders until Pulse launch. See, awesome, cool. Bitfinesse comparison videos are fun. Here's what $1,000 would be right now if you bought BTC. Wait, comparison videos are fun. Oh, here's what it would 1,000. Yeah, that's a great idea as well. That would be a great idea. If you bought BTC, HEX, EHEX, PLS. Yeah, I'm gonna actually write that down. That's a good idea. Cause see, man, I'm still new to the content scene. I started making videos just like explaining what HEX is and why people should buy it and stuff like that. But you can only say that so many fucking times, So you run out of ideas, and that's why I kind of wanted to start doing these live streams, because ideas from the community makes the best sense, because that's what y'all want to see. And sometimes I need feedback from newer people as well, because I don't really think like a new person anymore, because I've learned some stuff. So it's good to see people telling me to slow down and meeting them where they're at, so I can still try to teach people, as well as provide content for people that's been here a while as well. So thank you for the idea, man. Makes sense to do after PLS launches. Yeah, because like I said, man, once PLS launches, you can have a stake coming out every week. You can have a stake coming out every day if you wanted to, and you'd be profitable. Right now on Ethereum, you got to take into effect creating the stake, which is gas fees, ending the stake, which is gas fees, and that's a lot to break even on especially if you're not playing with that big of amount of money. So definitely my staking ladders are going to be, I have some staking ladders right now on Ethereum, but they're not recent. It was back when I first got into it, but I'm definitely going to start creating more complex ones when PulseChain goes live. All right. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all coming to the stream. It's been good. It's been a good weekend with you guys. I appreciate y'all's ideas on videos. I'm going to definitely have that limit order video out for you guys within the next couple of days. The weekends are really the only time I have a lot of free time, but I can definitely get that video out there for you guys. And because limit orders are very important, especially optimizing gas and stuff like that, because you get cheaper gas fees when you use limit orders. So they're a very good tool to understand and a very good tool to use. And I will probably use 1inch. I might create a video for 1inch and Matcha, because both of them are very good platforms to use. So let me look at the chat one more time. Thanks for joining, everyone. This was a good one. Thank you, Godfather. I appreciate that. Thanks. See you again. Bye, everyone. Hope everyone has a great rest of their weekend. And Bitfinesse, I want to say this again. I really appreciate you stopping in here, because it's good to see, the Hexicans that I see in the bigger channels chat. It means a lot to see people migrating over here, and I see it more and more often. Especially Godfather was the first. Bitfinesse is the net. It just means a lot. It means a lot that you guys are taking the time out of your day to come check me out, because I'm just a new content creator up and on the rise, and it feels good seeing names that I see in other chats. So it just makes me feel like I'm doing something right, and it makes me feel like people appreciate it. So thank you again, guys. This has been an awesome stream. If you think of any more kind of video ideas you guys want to see, god dang, I can't even talk right. just drop them down in the comments after this video, or hit me up on Twitter and let me know. I'm open to any ideas. There's no stupid questions. The only stupid thing is to not ask the question. So, don't be shy, don't be bashful, and ask away. If you guys need anything, reach out to me. I got a Telegram channel. Y'all come join the Telegram channel, t.me/, hold on. Right here, t.me/Hans Crypto 1. You can come over there and join the Telegram channel. We'd be glad to have you. It's not that very active right now because I think there's only 16 people in there, and I'm trying to spice it up a little bit, guys. So let's go over there and just start interacting with each other. And I can answer video or questions over there on the daily. I'm in there all the time. I get notifications on my phone, so you can hit me up anytime, and I'll be glad to help you out. Once again, here's the tip address if you guys want to send tips. Very well appreciated. Not mandatory. Thank you guys. But yeah, share this video out. I got almost 500 subscribers. That's a huge milestone for me. Like the video, share it out, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. And guys, I love you. I appreciate it. And wait, are you talking about the Telegram channel? Put it in the chat. Okay, hold on 1 second. T.me. I think that should do it. I don't know if that's a link, because I don't have Telegram on my computer at the moment. I only have it on my... Oh, hold on 1 second. Okay, cool. Yeah, just type that in on Telegram and or right here. That's the link for the Telegram. I hope to see you guys over there. And until next time, guys, keep it real. Stack your HEX, stack your bags, teach people the good word, and hodl, hodl, hodl. Love you guys. I'll see you next time.